What's good, y'all's voice, you haters?
And Gigi.
You already know what it is, WWE fans stand up. Yes, sir. Randy Orton, prime Randy Orton was a menace.
I've been waiting for this moment. He's in my top 5.
Yes, he's definitely in my top 5. Where you going?
I'm going Edge, Undertaker, Randy Orton, Batista, and that 5th spot is hard.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard because you're leaving so many people
I don't know
out.
who I'd put there.
I'm gonna go, of course, HBK, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Randy Orton, Edge, and I'm gonna just go with Rock for nostalgia reasons, just because I had the shirt when I was a kid, and that was like the first real wrestler I got into. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, you know.
My 5th spot remains open.
Open? Okay, we'll see. I hear voices. Like I was great. Let's go. Hey, make sure you subscribe.
I think a lot of people, including myself, have forgotten how much of a menace to society Randy Orton was in his prime. Yo, Randy Orton in his prime in the 2000s was more than a heel.
I think Randy Orton was the ultimate villain. I mean, Edge was up there too.
Cuts great promos.
Yeah.
It was easy to hate him, but easy to like him.
Yeah.
And like he was good at what he did.
Yeah,
He still is good, but like I don't see him as often.
I don't think we forgot how evil he was back in the day.
He was more than bad. He was more than just a villain. He was straight up mental. He was a psychopath. He was a savage.
Yeah.
Randy's character was straight up insane, and it was legendary. Randy at first just started off as a regular blue chip prospect, and you would have never ever expected this kid right here would end up becoming the menace that he ended up becoming.
The Jesus sandals was wild with the blue jeans. It was weird seeing him with that much hair.
I know, and it's like it was giving Boy Next Door.
Yeah, honestly.
I never saw. I've never
I don't remember
seen
him like
that picture.
No, ever.
Yo, at first he was just a young kid in Evolution doing the dirty work and helping Triple H bury the Raw roster one step at a time, but eventually he was doing some of the most insane things we've ever seen in wrestling. It all started when he was 23 years old. Randy Orton became the legend killer, and this man would just simply go around and beat up legends. These poor old men who could barely move half of the time, broken hips and bones, you name it. It didn't matter. He would RKO these men, he would kick them downstairs, spit in their face, and oh my bad, it wasn't even just men. Even 80-year-old fabulous Moolah caught it.
Golly, she caught it.
Wow.
Well, see that black dude in the back dressed like JBL is crazy. You know, like with the crown.
But, I mean, she did kind of deserve it. But nah, Randy was a young savage. But after the insane match with Foley and winning the world title, he slowly actually became a face, a good guy. The fans wanted to cheer him, especially up against Triple H. And the plans were he was going to be the future of Raw. His legend killer days were gone. He was going to be good guy Randy Orton, carrying the Raw brand, being the future of the WWE. Yeah, he was going to be good guy Randy Orton.
John Cena.
But the issue was, does this look like a good guy to you? Randy in 04 and 05 just gave off the biggest douchebag vibes you could possibly imagine. He didn't know how to act like a face. It was awkward. It was weird. So they just went all in with this villain character. We thought Randy was going crazy before. Wow, he's beating up legends. Cool. No, after this, it was GG. Nobody was safe. Everyone was catching it, including his girlfriend. So he had a girlfriend in early 05, the sexy Stacy Keibler. But nah, she was too much of a distraction. So what does he do? Middle of the ring, kiss and RKO. Be gone, thought. Leave me alone. I'm a man.
Be gone, thought. He didn't have to add that.
You didn't have to add that.
That Stacy Keibler ain't do nothing to you.
Poor Stacy.
Facts. Look at her.
All she wanted to do was support her man.
That's what I have to say.
My God, hey, Jake the Snake looked at him weird. Doesn't matter. RKO. But it was the Undertaker feud that drove him to insanity. It was this feud right here that made Randy into the monster that we all know him as. So Randy couldn't beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania, right? Boo hoo, it's fine, Randy, it's all good. Nah. Randy doesn't go down like that. So what does Randy do in the months after that? Alright, so first, let me interfere and cost you a WWE title match, okay? Let me put a dummy that looks like you in a casket to trip you out. But you
don't remember him dressing like that.
Like, he really was out there in the slacks, the button-up shirt, the shoes,
the Stacey Adams shoes, and all that.
I'm surprised he didn't have a tie on.
That's what I'm saying, because I remember him that business casual.
Yeah, he was really about that.
Dang.
Professional.
Professional. He work at a corporate job.
What? That's not enough. Let me actually put you in the casket and then set it on fire. And then basically dance on your grave. Randy lost one match at WrestleMania to The Undertaker, and he made it his personal vendetta to smoke on that Undertaker pack. And when he got it, that pack was loud. But oh, okay, Undertaker, you're gonna keep coming back from the dead. It's fine, no worries. What does this man do? On the Eddie Guerrero SmackDown tribute episode, they have Eddie Guerrero's lowrider out there to pay respect to Eddie. What this psychopath? He takes the Undertaker, places him on the back of the lowrider, and yes, Eddie had just died a few days before this. He gets in the lowrider and reverses that thing back into the SmackDown stage, causing the Undertaker and the car to blow up. And that wasn't the last time poor Eddie Guerrero was getting clapped in his grave. A few months later, after Eddie's best friend Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble, Rey won it for Eddie. He pulled off a miracle. What does Randy say to Rey in the middle of the ring while Rey is looking to the heavens, looking at Eddie?
Eddie's down there in hell.
Randall
Orton.
Oh no.
Look at Rey's boy.
I don't remember him being that terrible.
Look at Rey Mysterio. He like that. He like that wasn't in the promo, bro. That's not what we scripted.
Rey said, "Oh my gosh."
Look at that face, man.
He's caught off guard.
This man had officially lost it. And how can we forget about the tag team of Rated RKO? This was a tag team match made in hell. You take Edge, that slimy, disgusting piece of shit, and then you take Randy Orton, the man with no morals, no.
I forgot how much this guy hates Edge.
Yes, he hates it. Remember, he was like, every time I thought he was gone, he came back.
Yeah, he was hoping he was gone. If you haven't watched our Edge reaction, go ahead and check that out.
Yes, that was fun.
That's classic.
Respect, and together they were straight up animals. But after all those shenanigans in 04, 05, 06, 07 was the year where Randy Orton changed once again. And this time he went from the Legend Killer to the Viper. And no, don't worry, it's fine. He still killed legends. You know, he beat up Sergeant Slaughter, Jerry the King Lawler, you know, casually slapped Cody Rhodes' dad in front of him, and then proceeded to beat his ass on pay-per-view. Don't worry, he still did that. But when he became the Viper, that's when he introduced a new finisher to his arsenal. And ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most vicious finishers of all time. This was a move that every single kid who was watching at the time wanted to do so bad, but they were always scared that they were probably gonna kill their friend if they did it. This was the move that simply meant lights out. There was no kicking out of this. The punt. Randy Orton's punt kick was on another level. This move was actually scary, okay? When he used to hit someone with this, you thought they were dead. Bro, what a move. Normal wrestlers had like normal moves, right? Like standard wrestling moves. Randy was like, nah, I'ma just start kicking mother knuckers in the head. What are you gonna do about it? Once Randy started doing the punt, he started doing things that were just straight up evil. First, he was feuding with John Cena, right? This man handcuffed Cena to the...
Just looking at those fits, this is the prime time of wrestling. Like, that's when I was like...
This was the glory days.
For sure. Randy Orton versus John Cena, like, that was... Like, that was wrestling.
Like, everyone was...
Undertaker.
There.
Like,
everyone
that's
was ready.
That's when it was goated, man.
The ropes and then spent like 10 minutes just casually beating up John Cena's dad in the middle of the ring. This 50-60-year-old man just casually getting his ass kicked while his son watches. And it didn't stop there. No. Did I mention that on another episode of Raw, Randy Orton just grabbed Cena's dad from the crowd, threw him over, and just boom, punted him in the head. Like, yo, Edge slapped Cena's dad, and we were all like, oh my god, how could he do that? That's so disrespectful. Randy was like, yo, I'm gonna send this man to heaven. Randy got the WWE Championship in
the dad. Why they gotta do the dad?
Yeah, because they hate him.
He said, why y'all say fuck me for? This is crazy.
Late 07, and he dominated, okay? Remember when ISIS was running that one summer? Well, Randy Orton was basically running the winter of 07 and the spring of 08. Yo, Triple H, light work. He clapped him so hard, he was bleeding so much that you think he needed a blood transfusion. A feud with Jeff Hardy? Well, when he's in the ring, let me just take his brother and hold him hostage backstage and punt him. Fam, at this point, Randy Orton basically was a terrorist. Yo, Randy had a match with John Cena at No Way Out 2008, and this annoyed me so much. So they were both in the middle of the ring. They had been wrestling for like 15 minutes. It was a solid match. That's like, okay, they're face to face. It's about to go down. Randy is gonna get beat up. Cena's gonna take back his championship, and you're ready. You're anticipating and you're hyped. But Randy slaps the referee, and everyone's like, wait, what? Why did he slap the referee? What happened? But then the referee disqualifies Randy Orton, and Randy just runs away with the title. This man purposely got himself disqualified in a championship match to stay champion on a pay-per-view. But yeah, man, all those things were wild. All those shenanigans and moments that were insane. Randy Orton finally reached his final form, his peak of being a menace when he...
Oh my god, I already know where you better go when
he shaved his head, and I don't know what kind of razor this
demon.
man was doing. I don't know what kind of deadly skin fade he was getting, but he got his head shaved. He grabbed Cody Rhodes, he grabbed Ted DiBiase Jr., he created legacy, and he went after the McMahons. I'm telling you, man, this was Super Saiyan Randy Orton right here. So his feud with the McMahons starts off pretty chill at first, okay? He's with Stephanie, he's insulting her, and every week he just goes above and beyond. But slowly it becomes him straight up tormenting Steph. He eventually is like, oh, you're useless, you're this, you're that. In one episode of Raw, it was Vince and Steph in the ring, and he just straight up says that, hey, now that you popped out some grandkids, you're essentially worthless. Yo, at that point already we're like, whoa, that's pretty wild, that's pretty wild. But nah, this was just the beginning. After that, he just goes off the rails. He goes off the rails in a level that we have never seen before. So he slaps Vince McMahon, and then he punts him. He punts the 64-year-old man, the owner of the company, punts him in the middle of the ring. So then Steph, who's all like scared, like, oh my god, you beat up my dad, she brings back Shane McMahon, who hadn't wrestled in a few years. So she brings Shane, and everyone's like, yay, Shane's gonna beat up Randy.
Hey, Shane
thought Shane was gonna beat up
Shane McMahon.
Randy.
Money. Shane McMahon.
She should have brought like
Triple H, that's her man.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels.
The whole DX.
Just somebody.
Not Shane.
Who hadn't wrestled in a couple
What does Randy do? Well, he beats his ass too. He leaves Shane a mess in the ring. So then Steph comes out because she's like the last hope. What happens? Boom. RKO. So this man hunted the dad, then he killed the brother, and then he RKO'd the sister. Hey yo, somebody get Linda out here. So at this point, the whole family has been abused, and there's only one man left. There's only one man left to save the day. The son-in-law, Triple H, comes out to save the family name, to save the family's honor. So Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's marriage for the first time.
Just look at this clip. Oh no, just like the son-in-law Triple H to defend the family. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
The way you said, now that the whole family's been abused.
This was funnier than the Edge one. This was hilarious.
I think because we're just making it funny.
Yeah, this is hilarious, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, bro. Send us the next one. Comment down below the next one.
Is being acknowledged on TV. So now Triple H is in the picture, and ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We get the most iconic Randy Orton moments ever. So yo, Randy had destroyed the McMahon family. He had done it all. But then on one night, it was Legacy versus Triple H in a handicap match. Before they had their match at Mania, they had a handicap match. And man, Randy Orton must be one wild guy at home, because apparently this man loves handcuffs. So they take Triple H and they handcuff him to the ropes. And he says that there's only one person who can save you now, and she better hurry. So Orton grabs a sledgehammer and he is about to wild out. But Stephanie McMahon, she runs out there, she's crying, she's running, and she begs them to stop, just pleading and begging. And Randy Orton, at his peak, in his prime, at his absolute best, he grabs her with Triple H handcuffed and begging him to stop, having to watch this. He DDTs her right then and there. Yo, Steph is laid out and Triple H is freaking out. Triple H is going insane, and you think it's over, you think it's done, like wow, they really did it. You know, they DDT'd Stephanie McMahon. Wow, what a great storyline, it's done. But nah, we were just beginning, because Triple H is about to cry, okay? He is tripping, he's about to cry, but Randy is smiling. So he gets a sledgehammer, and he's about to do this. He's about to catch a body, but he puts it down. He's like, you know what? I got a better idea. So Triple H, with tears in his eyes, handcuffed to the ring, he is forced to watch this. He is forced to watch one of the most iconic Raw moments in history, in my opinion. Something that had the entire playground going crazy the next day. Randy Orton, smiling, looking at Triple H, kisses Stephanie McMahon. Fam, this was insane. This was one of those things that felt surreal. Like, how was this happening? How is this possible? This was in the PG era. This was 2009, but it felt so surreal. And then Randy just grabs a sledgehammer and boom, bangs in Triple H and walks away, just leaving Triple H and his wife just lying there.
The whole family has been taken out.
The whole family's been taken out.
Stephanie's been taken out twice.
Yeah, she should never went back in there. That's crazy.
And as the year went on, whether he won or lost, it didn't matter. 09 was a year where he was in his final form, where he wasn't even a wrestler anymore. At this point, he was just there to wild out, destroy families, and end careers. Look no further than the stuff that he did to John Cena in 2009. Back in 07, like we mentioned, he already beat up his dad and destroyed him, RKO'd him, all that stuff. But that wasn't enough. No, that was not enough. In 09, he was the ultimate supervillain, so we had to step it up. So in an I Quit match against John Cena at Breaking Point 2009, wait, first of all, this wasn't even a match. match. My bad. This wasn't even a fight either. This was something that honestly you probably isn't even allowed on YouTube. Yo, Randy beat Cena's ass for a solid 25 minutes before, you know, Super Cena's powers kicked in. But he put out the handcuffs once again and he cuffed him and he just started clapping him. He beat Cena's ass so bad that honestly it was kind of just...
What you mean by that, bro? What you mean by that, bro? What do you mean? By clapping?
He's beating him
He's
up.
beating him up. What you mean, bro?
Disturbing. Yo, he knocked him out and he was dragging his body like he was playing a hitman. But yeah, this man tied up Cena to the post and he tortured him. He actually tortured him. He would have waterboarded him if he could have. He got the kendo sticks and he started just wilding out. He was like a man possessed, the chair shots, the kendos. And yo, trust me, I have never heard John Cena cry like that like he did in this match. But how could we forget Bragging Rights 2009?
Sicko,
After destroying families, beating up dads, and destroying legends, you know, he had to take it to the next level. What was the next big thing he could do? How about murdering someone? It was Cena versus Randy in an Iron Man match for 1 hour. It was 1 hour of Randy Orton just being a straight up menace. So they're fighting and Randy slams John Cena's head into the pyro control thingy and the pyro went off. And yo, I swear to God, Randy looked like a caveman who had just discovered fire for the first time. So first he grabs John Cena and just throws him into the lights, trying to blow him up with the lights. But that wasn't enough. You know what? It didn't do enough damage. He needed more fire, more sparks. It wasn't enough. And it's like, yo, why stop there? Randy really wanted to be on the FBI's most wanted list. So Cena is literally crawling away for his life. He's trying to crawl away from this monster, trying to get away, and he ends up on the stage. So Randy sees that Cena is on the stage, and he goes to the pyro control thingy once again, and this man starts spamming the buttons like a kid playing Nintendo for the first time. He is just button mashing like his life depends on it, and the fireworks just go off. You thought Kane was gonna come out and pew, pew, pew. Randy Orton tried blowing up John Cena with fireworks in front of 20,000 people. Officer, this guy right here. Nah, man, it's crazy. Just look at him in 2002. This guy right here, look at his face. Somehow, some way, this kid who looks like the most average 2002 American Eagle model you could possibly imagine went on to become a supervillain for the ages. Ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt, I present to you a bona fide, certified menace to society, Randy Orton.
I agree.
Wow.
Thank you, man. What a great video.
I was just gonna say that was all like his best moment.
Yeah, I like this guy's videos. Y'all make sure y'all send us some more of his. I'm definitely down to check out some more. Randy Orton was evil.
He was just so entertaining, electrifying.
Who do you think was worse now that we've seen both him or Edge?
Probably him.
Yeah, Edge was nasty
Edge was
though.
Just like slimy, like snaky.
Yeah, snaky. He just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, and Edge was gonna do whatever to like get ahead,
to win.
But he wasn't doing like.
Randy Orton was just trying to do some evil stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta let us know what to check out next, man. This was wild. It's your boy Tris.
And Gigi.
Peace.